All right, so I'm out here shooting today, and this is the aftermath. Anyway, I got to go home and clean up the rifle. So I'm going to show you a nifty way, and a rather economical and quick way, that I clean up my bolt carrier group. Stay tuned. All right, so I'm back home, and I got my rifle taken apart, and I told you I was going to show you a neat way to clean your AR-15 bolt carrier, and heck, on a larger scale, if I had a larger device, your entire gun. Um, what I'm talking about is, let me move this out of the way, ultrasonic cleaning. Now, you can go into Brownells and you can pay $300 or $400 for one of these. Or you can go on Harbor Freight and pick one up for 40, 30 bucks. Or you can be lucky like me and pick it up for $2.50 at the Goodwill store. Yeah, our Goodwill store has been a repository of all things good for me lately. I've been finding a lot of neat projects, neat stuff up there for projects. But I've always wanted one, and I always wanted to try one, and I didn't want to even spend 40 bucks on it. I figured, if it works, it works. But I had a friend of mine that says all you'll get out of it is wet, oily, dirty guns and filthy water. But I'm not using water. And I'm not using any kind of water-based solvent or anything like that. What I'm using in here, I have a mix of automatic transmission fluid. You can buy it at the store, ATF. By the way, it's an excellent gun cleaner. It's the base ingredient of a homemade gun cleaner called Ed's Red. And some hops number 9. So between the hoppies and that, it's worked pretty well so far. I've only used it once before to clean a handgun. So we're going to try it today with this bolt. So I'm going to plug it in first. There we go. And I'm going to take the bolt apart. And I'm sure you know how that works. So that's not a big mystery. We're going to pull it apart real quick. Some parts I won't put in, like the cotter pin. There's no need to put that in there. I can wipe that off and be done. Let's get out the firing pin. There's the firing pin. Now this has a basket. If I can pull it out. There we go. It's got a little basket that you can drop your items in. Get forward there. There we go. Get that out. Cam pin. Your bolt. Now I want you to see how much carbon. I probably shot about, I don't know, 400 rounds today. So there's a good deal of carbon on there. Put that in there. And your bolt carrier. And the neat part about this is while you're doing this, you can do other stuff. Like I can wipe out the lower, clean the barrel, bore snake it, whatever I'm going to do with it. And this can do all the work for me. And all I really have to do in the end is dry it off. Now it works kind of like this. You got certain modes on it. So you could do the normal, intense, and fast. There's fast. All right. There's fast, normal, 100, 200, intense, and 480. So I'm going to do it for like 4 minutes and 80 seconds. And turn it on. Hopefully it doesn't affect the camera. I've seen some of these that actually do affect electronics. You want stuff underneath, but again, if it's like this, it's still going to get the job done. And we'll come back and I'll show you what it looks like and how much effort is required after it's been cleaned to clean it up. All right, so we got about 44 seconds left. I'm going to start taking a look and seeing how well we did. Probably should be wearing gloves, but oh well. That's the cam pin there. There's not even dirt on it. All right, normally I have to scrub this pin off. There's not even, I mean, when I wiped it, nothing black even came off. So that so far is a win for that. Yeah, that's basically ready to oil up and stick back in your gun. No big deal. I took the firing pin out a little early, and as you can tell, that's all nice and clean. Let's try the bolt carrier, because that's usually something that gets pretty dirty. We wipe it down here. Yeah, see? Absolutely nothing is coming off but the ATF fluid. There it goes, turned off. The ATF fluid and the hops. That's it. There's just no... I'm trying in areas where it would get dirty, like in here. Let's take a clean Q-tip. Probably still be dirty in here. Yeah, a little bit. but nowhere near like normal. And when you run it through here, there's a little bit, but it's, I mean, you used to take the back of this thing, the CRT 15, and scrub and scrub and scrub in here and get that out with Q-tips. And it took, at least 40, 45 minutes to get the bolt carrier clean. With that, this thing's completely clean. Even in the gas tube. Gas tube had a little bit of crud in it, but gas tube doesn't really need to be that immaculate. But all in all, I mean, if I wanted to quickly, it's done. Some people, they don't like cleaning their guns. They like shooting them, and they don't like cleaning them. It's just not fun for them. For me personally, it's relaxing. This is like go back, run through my head all what how the gun performed. I sit down, I just enjoy myself, and I relax and enjoy. I enjoy cleaning them. So here's the tail of the bolt. This is the worst part normally, and you saw how crusty it was before. Okay? That's all it came off, just that little bit. So, I mean, if I really wanted to be lazy and not do any work, I could throw it back in for another 4 minutes. But there was some primer lacquer that's around the primer sealant on here, all gone. Let's go underneath the extractor. Yep, hardly anything on underneath the extractor. A little bit of dirt, not much. I suspect that's more just from the fluid being dirty itself. And another nice thing about this, I take this stuff out. Don't let this soak in this plastic, a plastic device like this, because eventually it will affect the plastic. It'll break it down over time. I put it in a bell jar, and this is basically an old spaghetti sauce jar over here. And if you notice, the dirty stuff, I wipe most of it out, but all the dirt and sediment settles to the bottom. I'll still have to wipe that out a little bit before I put this in. So you basically get clean, clear, nice fluid ready to go for your next time. So, I mean, it's an option if you hate cleaning guns and you're really not a detail cleaner and you just want to take it out like this, wipe it off, put some oil on it, stick it back in the gun, and you're good to go. This is the tool for you. It'll save you hours of cleaning and scrubbing. And I even brought the brush out just to make sure. I didn't even need it. That's just absolutely clean inside and out. And a nice part about the ultrasonic is it gets underneath your extractor and inside areas where you couldn't possibly reach. So anyway, thanks for watching. That's my video for today. I'm going to go and finish up the rest of this rifle, and I'll see you guys later.